Diesmal mit Seonhee. Drinkling.
Hey, Seonhee.
Kiryu-san. Came here for a drink, did you?
They say booze is the best medicine.
I don't need to hear your excuses. What you drink is none of my business, after all. I won't comment.
Appreciate it. Mind if I sit here?
Not at all. Ah, still, I can hardly believe it. The Kazuma Kiryu comes wandering in and sits next to me for a drink. How surreal.
It's not that big a deal. I'm just a middle-aged man with graying hair. But you're not just the head of the Komi Jewel. You took command of the Yokohama Liumang as well. And all your subordinates have entrusted you with their lives. It must be a heavy burden to bear.
Huh. You flatter me.
That was a burden I've abandoned.
Oh yeah, right. That. About 20 years ago, you retired right after becoming the 4th chairman of the Tojo clan. Had you not, I wonder if the Tojo clan would have turned out any differently.
Who can say? But the Tojo clan would have disbanded regardless. The times have changed. And I doubt I'd be able to do a single thing about it. Not by myself. If anything, were I still at the top, the Tojo clan might have disbanded much sooner. I didn't have it in me to lead.
Do you really think so? 'Cause the way I see it, you just dislike being part of the herd.
You don't mince words, do you?
Oh, I meant no disrespect.
It's fine. I wasn't offended. It was actually quite refreshing. Only the head of an organization could speak so bluntly.
So long as the underworld abides by its own laws, being the head doesn't mean much. And if someone gets any bright ideas, then all I have to do is stare them down. That's basically everything in the job description. Easy, right?
Höchst würdevoll, ich bin unwürdig.
You're not showing any sort of weakness, do you?
Das
The fact
passt
that
eher.
you've managed to shoulder such a heavy burden while keeping your cool is quite impressive, honestly.
People tell me that all the time, but it's really not that hard. I enjoy what I do and the position I hold. Of course, it was challenging at the start, but I didn't need any training to learn a thing or two about leadership.
You were the right person for the job. Both the Komi Jewel and the Liumang are lucky to have you as their leader.
I'm honored you think so.
You good on time?
Oh, there's no way I'm calling it quits when you're still drinking, Kiryu-san. I'll hang on for as long as I can.
Do you always go this hard? Your subordinates must have a tough time keeping up.
Power harassment is a prominent concern in the underground these days. I never force a subordinate to drink. I won't deny that there's merit in ruling by fear, but you won't last for long with that alone.
That all makes sense. It's becoming more and more apparent that you're a natural-born leader. That reminds me, does Komi Jewel still monitor the whole town? All the information you've extracted is the source of Komi Jewel's power, am I right?
Right, but it's not like I keep track of every little detail. One of my rules is that my confidant only brings me crucial information.
And by confidant, you mean Jungi-han?
Of course, he's a very capable man, and one of unwavering loyalty at that. I'd say he's the perfect right-hand man, if only he weren't so snarky. But there are others I consider my confidants. Some are even from my father's generation.
Your father's generation, huh? Must be close to my age, then.
You're right. The elders of the organization are like my great and wise uncles. Every now and then, I'll get an earful from them.
So even you have something you're afraid of.
They were part of the Jingun Mafia before Komi Jewel. Back in their prime, they had a healthy rivalry with the Tojo clan. Probably a little before you made a name for yourself. I've heard a lot about your heroics, so having someone like you sit right next to me is sort of unnerving.
What was that?
Oh, it's nothing. Forget I said anything.
Voll Fangirl.
The former Jingon Mafia. I hope they don't disapprove of you siding with me.
Well, I'm not sure myself how they feel about all this, but even if they do disapprove, I can take care of it. I wouldn't worry about those old gents. After all, what I say goes.
I guess I really can't do anything. I'll let you handle it then.
Perfect. That's all I ask for. Feel free to rely on me anytime. Nothing would bring me greater joy.
All right. Thanks, Seonhee. Glad to have you on my side.
Ijincho has been a little too quiet lately. I was honestly hoping for some excitement. Now, with you in town, things are bound to get interesting.
Naja, sieht ganz danach aus.
Hold on. Are you expecting something dangerous to happen?
Not necessarily. A toast, Kiryu-san? Let me welcome you to my town once more.
Of course.
Welcome to Ijincho, Kazuma Kiryu. Cheers.
Cheers.
Als wenn der Barkeeper das nicht gehört hätte.
Oh,
Looks like someone's enjoying herself.
was that the impression you got?
It was indeed.
Well, just between you and me, I was a nervous wreck. He's the dragon of Dojima, a living, breathing legend, leagues above me in the underworld. I can't afford to look stupid in front of Kiryu-san, especially as a representative of Ijincho. Did I say anything weird to him?
Not as far as I know.
All right. I won't dwell on it if you say so.
And I do say so.
Imagine me drinking with the Kazuma Kiryu. Just the two of us. Guess I'm not doing too bad.
Voll Fangirl. Doppeleinschlag. Weiter.
Hey, Seonhee. Is this seat open?
Huh? Oh, yeah, of course. As you can see.
Something the matter? You look a little down.
Oh, don't mind me. It's nothing you need to be concerned about, Kiryu-san.
All right. I'll just wait until you feel like talking about the thing I shouldn't be concerned about. Don't mind me.
So that's how we're doing this? There's no winning with you, is there?
I see. So your officers, these great and wise uncles of yours, are acting suspiciously whenever you're not looking.
Yeah, basically. A lot of people in Komi Jewel, the younger members in particular, have been complaining to me, saying they don't know what to do. The elders put up a front when I'm around, but when something goes sideways, they take it out on their younger subordinates. Unbelievable. If they have a problem with how I run things, then they should say it to my face.
It's hard, having to deal with subordinates who are older than you, or who may even have more experience. Seems like the Queen of Komi Jewel has some troubles of her own.
It's a minor issue, and a personal one at that. It's really nothing you should be concerned about.
Those officers are around my age, aren't they? I could lend you a hand if you need it.
Oh, no, please don't. I am not saying another word so I can at least preserve what's left of my people's dignity.
We're on the same team, so there's no need to go about things alone.
Saus.
Just how long are you gonna treat me as a guest?
Well, for as long as I'm the face of this town. But I'm happy you consider us allies. Oh, happy is an understatement. I am over the damn moon right now.
Hmm? What was that? I didn't catch that last bit.
Oh, nothing. I was just saying that it's the thought that counts. Not only are you my guest, but you're also sick. You should put your health first and foremost.
Went straight for the jugular there.
There once were 3 organizations that kept a close eye on this town. Komi Jewel, the Liumang, and the Seiryu clan. While it may have looked like a 3-way power struggle on the surface, it was actually intended to prevent outside forces from entering. Compared to the past, Ijincho seems a bit too relaxed nowadays. I suppose as a side effect of the ongoing peace. There's not much I can do about that, but my reputation would take a major hit if you're caught worrying.
Yeah, I hear you. Guess that means there's nothing more I can say.
Maybe the alcohol's getting to me. Sorry, I didn't mean to come off so persistent.
Don't worry about it.
Perhaps I'm in no position to say this, but
Hmm?
I prefer how Ijincho is now over how it was before. Even the Komi Jewel bunch has become quite social these days.
Yeah, I guess they have. I hear they actually
Okay.
started saying hi to people on the streets. I mean, some of them, of course, not all.
Komijo used to have this image of being a secret organization that was always out of sight.
Without any rivals around, like the Tojo clan or the Omi alliance, they're probably enjoying the peace while it lasts.
I see.
Oh, thanks for that, barkeep. I prefer Ijincho the way it is now, too.
Actually, that reminds me. An old regular from Komi Jewel gave me this.
What is it?
A mask worn by members of our organization. It's modeled after the ones used in traditional Korean performances. We would hide behind a mask whenever we had to get our hands dirty.
Right. But the owner of this mask said it's been a long time since he's had to wear it. Eventually, he amicably cut ties with the organization, got married, settled down in this town. He left this mask at the bar, saying he was turning over a new leaf.
Looks like Komijo's going through some changes.
Still, he shouldn't have given this mask away, much less to an outsider. Maybe I should tighten up operations.
Steht mal locker.
You should loosen up a bit, Seonhee. The way you carry yourself sometimes makes you appear real intimidating.
Some would say that's one of my good points, though. Better to look tough, so your subordinates know who's in charge. Jungi-han thinks so, too. But, what say you, Kiryu-san?
Well, your subordinates probably appreciate the fact that you're easy to read.
I see. You think so, too. These drinks taste even better when I'm with you, Kiryu-san.
I was thinking the same thing. I'm supposed to be dead, so I never thought I'd be able to enjoy a drink like this again. That's why I'm savoring every glass. Because I have a friend to drink with.
A friend? You consider me your friend?
Of course. Unless that's a problem.
Oh, not at all. I'm honored.
Meine Güte. Kettenangriffe. Sehr gut. Weiter geht's.
Hey, Seonhee. Mind if I join you?
Of course I don't mind, but... How's your health, Kiryu-san?
Just fine. I am limiting my intake, believe it or not. Thanks for the concern, though. Is it really all right for you to spend so much time with us? Will your subordinates manage without you there?
I'm sure they'll be okay. There are hardly any issues that require my input. If they need me to get involved, then they know how to reach me.
Sicher?
So there's no need to worry about me, Kiryu-san.
Your phone's ringing.
So it is. Just ignore it. I'm enjoying our time together right now.
But
See? Now, if it's really important, they'll call again right away.
you gonna answer that?
Nothing could possibly be more important than enjoying a drink with you, Kiryu-san.
I appreciate the thought, but now I'm a bit on edge here.
Well, now that that's over, we can finally
Und
drink
geht
in
gleich wieder
peace.
los.
Seonhee, if you get another call, I want you to answer it right away. Now it's got me curious.
Fine. I don't mean to put off my work that much anyway.
Und los.
I suppose I have to take this then. Excuse me, Kiryu-san.
Yeah, of course.
What? This had better be important. Yeah, got it. Bye.
Everything okay? What'd they want?
All good. Don't worry. It's not a big deal. Just ran into a little bit of trouble.
Your subordinates called you multiple times, but it turns out it's no big deal.
Yeah, apparently a fire broke out on Komi Jewel Turf.
What?
Okay, don't get so worked up. It was just a minor fire. But I've been told it might have been deliberate. Some guys from the Liumang roaming the area, allegedly.
Liumang? But I thought they were under your command, same as Komi Jewel.
Yeah, which is why I'm having them look into the matter. Again, no need to concern yourself with this. Well, that's enough of that.
Das Bei ist irgendwie doof. Genau, sagen wir von uns aus,
Let's
wir
call it a
haben
night.
genug.
I've had enough.
But you haven't had anything to drink. Wait, what's wrong, Kiryu-san? If this is about the fire, it's all right. Don't worry about it. This is one of those times when a leader ought to remain calm and dignified.
Staying calm is one thing, ignoring the situation is another. It was the Liumang who started this fire, your allies. There is no point trying to look dignified in front of me. I think you actually care about what's happening on site right now.
Well, that's not quite right.
I'm done here. If I drink any more, then I won't hear the end of it from Nanba. Go show your face, even for just a second. Your subordinates need you there more than I do here.
Fine, fine. Once you've made up your mind, you can be as stubborn as a mule. Guess we'll call it here.
All right. And hey, we'll drink again sometime. As long as you're up for it, of course.
There's nothing I'd love more. Well, see you.
See ya.
It's tough having to lead an entire organization.
Deswegen hat er es nie gemacht.
Daigo really had his work cut out for him.
So. Noch ein? Jo, der letzte muss das jetzt sein wieder. Dann hätten wir sie auch fertig.
Seonhee, what happened with that small fire? The one where the Liumang set fire to Komi Jewel Turf.
Oh, thanks for your concern, but I'd rather talk about literally anything else. There's some dissent within Ijincho, just something I have to deal with as a leader. Just nothing you should be worried about.
No can do. You shouldn't have to shoulder that burden all by yourself. Why don't you lay it on me? You mentioned before there aren't many people who can drink with you as equals.
I did say that, but... screw it. There really is no winning with you, honestly. I didn't want to air out our dirty laundry in front of you.
So it was arson. but nobody saw who did it.
Wie immer.
Right. All we know right now is that the culprit was fully aware they were setting fire to Komi Jewel turf.
Don't you find that a little strange?
How so?
If I remember correctly, your subordinate didn't hesitate to tell you that the Liumang was behind it. But how could they call them out without an eyewitness account?
So you've noticed. Impressive. Long story short, the accusations against the Liumang are false. There's no evidence pointing to the perp, so it's all bullshit. But someone managed to escalate that BS to me without having to go through any filters. That's the real problem.
What do you mean?
I'm saying the lie originated within Komi Jewel, among the top brass at that.
In other words, one of the Komi Jewel officers tried to deceive you with a false report.
Precisely. He probably made his underlings start the fire, then spread the rumor that the Liumang was behind it. This act of betrayal only serves to escalate tension between Komi Jewel and the Liumang. I can't turn a blind eye to it.
You're right. One wrong move and it'll lead to an all-out war between the two of them.
Truth is, some people aren't too happy to see Komi Jewel and the Liumang getting along. By deepening the division and sowing discord, they'll be able to pin the blame on me for failing to take action. That's the traitor's end goal. He wants to chase me out and seize my throne to rule Komi Jewel himself.
You managed to dig all that up? Then did you find out who the traitor is?
I did, actually. He got sloppy when leaking the rumor. Turns out the traitor is the eldest of Komi Jewel's officers. His name is Han Chul-sa.
So, that's him there, huh?
One of my great and wise uncles I've talked about before. At his age, he should be thinking about retirement. Guess he wanted to make a name for himself before going out.
By betraying you, no less. If he's the oldest, then the two of you must go way back. I'm sorry to hear that. I understand why you didn't want to talk about it now.
Yet I still opened up about everything from start to finish. Just how do you do it, Kiryu-san?
I only hope you feel a
Ichiban hat
little
auch so
better
eine
after talking about it.
Aura. Dass die Leute ihm alles erzählen.
This is such a mess. I really didn't want you to see me like this. I can't believe I just spilled everything to you.
Was Han Chul-sa dissatisfied about something? I doubt he'd plan a coup for no reason.
I can't think of anything. Except for the fact that I'm younger than him, and a woman. Considering he's a man who's faced countless adversities in battle, perhaps he doesn't want to end up under a leader like me.
Most old men probably would think so.
I've received the same report from different sources stating that Han Chul-sa is secretly rallying people to rebel. Saying crap like Seonhee is capable for a woman, sure, but weak-willed, and other people are more suited to lead.
So, he's been working the rumor mill.
I can find out anything and everything that happens in Ijincho. Han Chul-sa won't be able to keep up with the information warfare. But people look up to him as a legend of the past. My generation grew up listening to stories of his heroics. He once fought to the death with the Tojo clan back in its heyday. I never thought he would ever become my enemy.
A man too full of pride is a man stuck in time, unable to move on. Nothing more than a relic of the past.
Yeah, that old man's far too reckless for his own good. Oh, but he's older than you, Kiryu-san. Much older. You're not even in the same age group.
You don't have to force yourself to say that. More importantly, what do you plan to do about him? As the head, it's up to you to decide how to deal with traitors.
See, this is exactly why I didn't want to talk about this with you, Kiryu-san. Truth be told, I haven't made up my mind yet.
Take your time to think it over. I'll think of something too.
Look, I'd appreciate the help. If only we could have talked about something sexier instead.
True. Dealing with a traitor is not a very sexy topic.
Thank you, Kiryu-san. Sharing your suspicions with someone else does help clear things up.
Yeah, it certainly seems so.
I'm sure you have other things to do, though. Your own problems are even more pressing than mine. I don't want to cause you any trouble, so...
So?
Can we just drink and talk about something stupid now?
Immer.
Sure. What better way is there to
So gehört
close?
sich das schließlich.
You really do
Ja,
get
für so
me.
lange Cutscenes kann ich mir nie was sagen.
Always have.
Was soll man machen? Ach nee. Doch noch eine. Habe ich sie hoch genug, um die zu machen? Nein, habe ich nicht. Gut. Dann muss ich sie erst höher kriegen. Shit. Ich habe gedacht, das reicht schon. Gut, aber wir haben ja jetzt dann auch noch Teilzeitaufgaben. Und zwar hier unten ist die erste. Ganz viele Teilzeitaufgaben. Ach, schon ein paar Prügeleien hier. Belohnung. Oh, Geld. Da bin ich dabei. Hey, was ist hier los? Für wen zum Teufel hältst du dich? Geh weiter oder wir machen dich kalt. Kommt mir irgendwie bekannt vor.
Well, let's get started.
I won't hold back.
Sieht auf jeden Fall gut aus. Drei Königin.
For the kill. Looking for a show.
Nett.
Here we go.
Viva.
Yeah.
Now then.
Watch this.
Das war nicht so der Plan, aber gut, einer ist gestunt, das ist schon mal nicht schlecht. Voll angespuckt. Ist voll verblutet. So, machen wir mit
Follow
euch.
my lead.
Nice. Very nice.
It's my turn.
Schwäche, wunderbar. Und erkältet.
Right.
Wie auf die Seite.
What's the holdup? We have a winner.
Sind kurz ja zunächst über mich hergefallen. Vielen Dank. Kein Problem. Da ist ganz nach unten gehen wir am besten. Tschung. Den Rest matchen wir einfach so weg, weil wir es können. Wenn sie uns nicht einfach durchlassen. Hier lang. Platz, Platz, Platz. Das sind irgendwie immer nur solche Kämpfe. Schade, ich hätte noch ein bisschen mehr erwartet. Sieht nachher aus, irgendwie einwischen natürlich. Ja, das Übliche.
Well, let's get started.
I won't hold back.
I broke a queue.
Wanna play, do
I'm
we?
not backing down.
Ready for the knockout?
It's my turn.
Noch jemand?
Here we go. Right there.
Nice.
I'll take you on.
Ja, das überlebt. Aber nicht mehr lange.
Follow my
Die
lead.
ist 28 oder dann.
Pretty
Das
bold.
ist ja auch kein Kind von Traurigkeit. So. Sie sollte weiter auf 25. Sie muss wechseln. Will ich auch nicht unbedingt. Sie kann auch erstmal bis 25 hochkommen. Die anderen beiden, ja, brauchen wir nicht. Ja. Verbessern und Geld und da ist das nächste schon gleich, alles klar. Vielleicht gibt ja doch noch so eine Side-Quest irgendwie, mal gucken. Schön wäre es ja, anstatt nur mal hier Leute zu retten vor Prügelagen. Sieht doch nicht so aus, als wenn sich das ändern wird. Schade. Das war damals anders. Nach Ärger aus, ja, natürlich. Part-to-Time Price 200.000 Yen. Schon ein bisschen mehr. Vielleicht sind die stärker. Mal gucken. Mal schauen, mal gucken.
I won't hold back. Nothing personal.
Gesundheit. Das ist ihre Moves, wollte ich ja mal machen. Unbändiges Anfeuern, okay. Sektdusche. Schüttel ordentlich. Und die Flasche gibt hinterher. Sehr gut. Und in the back. Alles klar. Ah, shit. Das ist fast blockt. Pyro-Rülpser. Also das übliche Problem. Wozu mache ich die überhaupt blind, wenn sie treffen? Wütend.
Follow my lead.
Na, hat's auch noch erwischt, ey.
Hardly a fair fight. Learning more every day.
Bewegungsreichweite. Das ist, ja, das übliche. Gut, dann geht's demnächst weiter. Machen wir nur gerade einen Plan. Hier sind's. Oh. Hier sind nur die beiden. Also würde ich sagen, gehe ich erstmal zu die beiden. Dann gehe ich da, also da hoch. Und da. Dann machen wir das hier so und dann gehe ich, glaube ich, hier hin bis zu da. Aber das erst in der nächsten Folge.